My VIP cohort, I have something really cool. Not just cool. You're going to witness something that I'm doing right now. I am using WhisperFlow right now, and I am transcribing my book. And I can't wait to show you this. I'm going to take it off my screen and put you towards what I'm doing right now. So just bear in mind, forget that. There we are. I'm back. Sorry about that little delay. Let me move in. You're going to see my screen the whole entire time. I'm on here. And I'm starting it off. I'm on my introduction. I'm only going to do a little bits and pieces just to preserve the quality of this. But I want you guys to see how WhisperFlow works. Because this is flipping phenomenal. I did the 1 month trial on it. I do unsubscribe at points only because I don't use it as frequently. I only use it when my books are pretty much done written. So ever since I've gotten done with my books, I started switching around my writing style. I would use notebooks. I would type them. My first book I fully typed. And then I went through the models and kept rebuilding upon it. This one, I just wanted to get it all out onto the pen and pencil first, and then get it onto the docs, and then just build off that way. That's how I operate now. So you're going to witness how I start doing my books and see how you could start it off. This is Primordial Leadership. You're only going to be seeing the introduction, and it's going to be blended into another book, with that one being Pip. And it's going to be a phenomenal read. I'm going to polish it, make sure there's more stuff. There'll be always some sort of error, but completing something of this magnitude is just a real pleasure and a joy and an honor to do. So without me talking your ear off, let's begin and just observe. All right, I found it. A disillusioned megalomania, ADHD revenge-seeking person could lead victory by outcome. Done the steps required, yield the result. A megalomaniac, a revenge-seeking person could lead victory by outcome. Let me see if yeah, that sounds better. If they have done the steps. To yield the result. There you go. Screw it. I'll just keep doing that. An anti-trader could fail by not doing the steps that are required to achieve victory. So, legal, ethical, and profitable and impact is to the regards a designer, period. I continue that way. Leadership is victory, nothing more, nothing less, and biased on one view. Rules that don't allow ascension and promote mediocrity stalls and cause war of nature, whether of words or sword. Period. Rules should be innovative, not to fall to dogma. Period. Promote or face an inquisition of people rising up. A leader must change like water to change charge into the fire and fall back to the castle, then await the message of supporting the right areas. This book is closer of idea to Dark Revan, parentheses Star Wars, philosophy, brought to a book, to embrace the light and the dark, and make the call not in chaos or divinity, yet in the gray area to benefit a majority, is a pragmatic stance with an ounce of rational optimism. You want to build a mobile fortress that can attack and also defend, with the ability to scale mountains, cross seas, fly over dense forest, or clear a path through while preserving the land as best can be done. Abnormal as this sounds, it allows for a powerful unit on the battlefield that operates greatly, adaptable to the pressures and perseveres and achieves resources of that said statue, given the objective. Hopium is dangerous in a thing of one. Nope. Hopium is dangerous. One who does planning and no plans are BS, period. Yet necessary are those. Nothing is an ounce of understanding that nothing's guaranteed yet. Far better to fight for ownership of the external and internal by action, not by wishes. Hope is dangerous. One who does planning and not plans. This is a challenge of leadership, to have care, yet the mission must be done. Period. Influence that is a tool and results a metric. Victory is the verdict, period. When you have many types yet leave you empty, the leadership then needs different operating system, period. The system's fault, not the task. Done out of awareness is the first step in identifying, period. Create a system to solve all other problems with ease. From hard systems, learning how to implement, period. Let the primordial system reinvent the wheel where people and unspoken wants to get their results, get there and take what you like and leave the rest, unless neglecting it has huge downsides. To speak on speed, one must look evidently at questions, quantity, quality, and quickness. Those four must be of emphasis before you start going way too fast into calamity. It can lead to astray, and one must identify. With gold, with silver, and ether, a primordial system and a story begins and unfolds in a way that one can apply. Chapter 1. Chapter 1. Leader types. Alrighty to y'all. Let me shift my screen. Thank you for coming along. This was my introduction. I wanted to bridge it in at where I was at. And I just wanted you to get like that little taste of what's coming in the future. This is going to be one of my future books that I'll be doing. And it's going to be combined. So it's not going to just be this standalone, because it's kind of two shorter stories that will come together to make it a longer format and very complete. So you will get a tactical way about going in your business. And then you'll have the leadership skills to go after things. And then afterwards, you can go find other books that will bridge it off. Heck, even you can go to my Don't Immerse Yourself in That Environment and pick that up for free online. The paperback does cost, I put it at $17 because that's more emphasis, but it's pretty much free to grab. I made it free with this one purpose of building trust so you can understand my story. It is not perfect. There will be second edition, yet I did all the best I could on it. I was one single author and going through all those steps, and I will make a video on how I published my book all by myself and doing LLCs and so forth. I'm not going to go so hard in the LLC on the book section. I'll make that for a different video, but I will make mention of that. So thank you for following along and seeing how my book was coming along. Whisper Flow is one of those things where it can just allow you to really enhance how you can type without fingers. So you're not like here, like, no, you're like, here's my little mic for you all. You'll be like this. Hello, can I hear you? You know, you'll be like that. That's how like Whisper gets this thing. And it's flipping phenomenal. The settings in there, you can put it to like coding functions and so forth. Heck, I might even show you that real quick before I come off here. So right in here, you can head on to settings, and the system, you got like vibe coding. So once you turn on these functions, it will pick up like your voice better for coding. Then you have experimental ones. This one allows you to like do voice commands and see if it will kick it on. That one's still in progress, so I wouldn't fully commend it, but it's pretty cool. So let me come back to my thing. Come back to here. I am glad that you got to see this. This is how I do my books. I write them out in a book, and then I just start doing that from now on. And it's something that really finds myself and what type of format I am. And the cool thing about having a book that I want to share with y'all, and then I'm going to turn this off. It gives you something that you can present to somebody. Imagine if you went into a job interview and you just said, hey, I have a book. Here it is. Most people don't write books. If you pass them a book, they're going to be like, oh, wow. That person's committed. They've gone the extra mile. And a book, and then I'm going to be biased on this. I believe a book should be shooting for 200 pages. That's where my own head is. Try to shoot for a 200 page. If it's 150, don't beat yourself up. But that was like my main goal in my first book. If it's a shorter, like 100 page, nothing wrong with that if that's the purpose of it. But my main mindset is like, just shoot for 200. And then one thing that I learned as a trick, so I wouldn't get discouraged when I was writing on typing wise, I would use larger words. So I would put the font in 22. So it made my brain think that I was like doing a lot more pages. So it just kept me more motivated. Because if you kept it in like 12 font and doing it, you'll be squinting and all that. But once it's in 22, you just start seeing it. And then you're going sentence by sentence. So it just goes more smoothly. And you're trying to just focus sentence by sentence. And that's how I found it. My flow. So no more ranting. My VIP cohort, become the VIP you're meant to be. If you like what you saw here, apply it. Please don't take the book part. Please, it's copyrighted. I'm going to do it that way. Take the ideas and so forth. But I'm going to be working on this book, getting it out and so forth. I don't mind that. Just let me go through this part. That's all I ask. And enjoy the process. Deuces.